This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
There's Monster in my podcast.
And these are the colors out of space.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Yeah.
I am here for it.
Yeah. Like this woodcut. Where like I think, I'm not telling you how to do your job, but as far as illustrations you could use for this entry, this woodcut, this paper silhouette where like a star falls in the well, a man and his goat both like inquire at the same time. They both get knocked on their back like, you want it when? as the dandelion head flies out of the well to fuck him, like, good.
It's pretty great. So I love the color out of space. It is a wonderful story. You know, perfectly creepy. Just the things that happen to the land and to the family and stuff like that. The thing that is weird about putting that into a monstrous manual is you have to like give it physicality or a sense of it having a body that I just never read into the story itself. No.
Like this is definitely one of the most like the author of this book or wherever this monstrous manual entry first appeared had to take the most liberties.
Yes.
With this. And like a lot of, I think that's silly too. I think the color out of space works much better as a blight or environmental hazard than a creature, because this entry allows it to form corporealness enough to like grab weapons.
Yep.
It does. Like if you're going up to a color out of space and you're going to hit it with your battle axe and it pulls the battle axe out of your hand, I think you're no longer playing, like you're no longer Lovecraftian. Like this is no longer in the spirit of the thing.
You know, finally a color can concentrate and solidify a part of itself. This part becomes translucent. It can then grapple humans, grab weapons, or manipulate other objects. So imagine being punched by a color out of space.
Yeah, that's not very like a hard boiled color out of space. You know, like that's a little hinky. Like grabbing humans is great. Like, you know, like it just like you walk through and the color drains from the area you're in or changes into a different color and then you just get lifted off your feet.
Yeah.
That's super cool. But like manipulating small objects, like can you imagine just like a yo-yo, like a yo-yo you see, like, you know, weird shade, a yo-yo going down the street?
Yeah.
You know, that's not good.
I do like the little bit saying like with today's light intensification gear, it shows up as a bright patch of luminosity and infrared viewers are useless. I do like the idea of like, what if one of these showed up in modern times? How would it be interrogated and dealt with, right?
Oh, yeah. I guarantee that's actually like, I don't always get them anymore because I've cut down on this in general. But for a long time, I would just buy Call of Cthulhu modules whenever I saw them because that's essentially what they are. Like they don't operate as fiction. They don't tell complete stories, but they all explore premises like that.
Yeah. No.
Like fully, you know, more than half of them are like, you know, how would a color out of space or how would From Beyond operate? In modern times. Yeah. And that, you know, like that shit's great. I'm super here for it.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing. Like the most experience that I have with that is like, I think I prepared for a Delta Green campaign back in high school. Is that what that is? Is that what that's called?
There is Delta Green.
Yeah. Yeah. That is what I'm most familiar with in terms of those.
Yeah. And Delta Green's super cool. Yeah. Yeah, I told this story before, but when the one year I had an inadvisable amount of extra money and kickstarted the film festival enough to play a tabletop game with the guy who created Delta Green, which is super cool. But then it wasn't actually that cool because one, the game got cut off partway through, and two, I was playing with like a bunch of gamers who showed up to this thing, and one of which wore like a tip to tails red zoot suit. The thing, yeah, it's just like when you know it was the get that color out of my face.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.